Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So, the 8 p.m. deadline is approaching, but we got some breaking news that both Iran and the United States may have a ceasefire for 7 days. This deal's been kind of brokered by the Pakistani government, which would open up the Strait of Hormuz for 7 days just as an act of good faith. So, look, blessed be the peacekeepers. Let's hope to God that this kind of goes through. Look, no matter where you are, as far as like you like Trump, you hate Trump, whatever, you like this war, you don't like this war, I think that, look, this is not good for investments. Look, I try to tell people, like, look, let's focus more on, the things that we can control in life, which is our health, our walk with God, and our investments in our family. Probably not so much politically, guys. I can tell you from one person from experience that I used to be really heavy into politics. I've taken a big step back. In my opinion, guys, it's just a little bit frustrating. It's very, very mentally exhausting. So I choose to put that energy into myself and trying to grow and thrive. And also, with you guys, hope that, you guys are, staying optimistic in the future. I know things don't seem too bright. There's a lot of stuff that is very uncertain for, the short term. But again, guys, the long term perspective, I think that things will eventually play the course, but we just got to be patient and let the markets do what they got to do. We all know that these type of events, they usually present themselves as generational buy opportunities for a lot of assets. So, like I said, you have to take advantage of things like this, guys. The markets are not linear. They don't always go up. The markets are going to correct. When we see fear in the markets, things are going to, obviously go down. So if you guys were buying the lows, DCAing, following the strategy, you guys should be reaping the rewards in a few, months, maybe even under a year. So let's see what happens. But let's cover some news real quick, guys. I do want to talk about Aave, Sui, Avalanche. We'll cover some Bitcoin charts. We'll cover a little bit of XRP because I know you guys love that coin so much. But, look, we talked about Aave. Aave is the number one DeFi lending protocol, but it got mollywopped today, down 10%. And that's because they have had a falling out with another partner, Chaos Labs, leaving the project. There was a disagreement over Chainlink being implemented into the project. They stepped away from one another. And so, obviously price is going down. So what should you do? Should you just go ahead and sell it all, take the L, or should you be doubling down on the number one DeFi lending protocol? I'll let you figure that out, guys. I can't give you financial advice, but like I said, at the end of the day, the fundamentals and everything is still in place. Nothing's changed in my opinion. So I ask that you guys, if you're investing for the long term, don't get side railed by little things like this. Like I said, people always leave projects. That's part of life, guys. People move on. But like I said, where, one door closes, another one opens. So Aave is still in the portfolio. I'm still, like I said, buying. Things like this obviously are, unfortunate, but we just got to go with the flow, guys, and continue to, like I said, load up on these opportunities because I see them as opportunities. Maybe you see them as, not, but I had to just, tell you guys that I think you should probably reconsider, that mindset. Another coin that I'm really bullish on, guys, is Avalanche, Sui. I've talked about these many times in the past. You guys know that I'm an AVAX freak. They got the most tokenized assets on chain. Price action is not beautiful, but they got a CME's future contract, be listing on the NASDAQ in May. So this may be good, may be bad. Really depends on how, stuff moves with the markets. But look, the thing that I tell people about leverage is it's good, man. It's good for ups and downs. Like I said, if you are, like I said, the right projects, things, unfortunately, like I said, for the time being are not good, but they will be good eventually. And tokens like these two will reap the benefits of, all these attentions from derivative markets that they're getting. So like I said, I would really not lose focus on the long-term aspect of investing. Like I said, they're still growing. They're still expanding. They've really big partnerships with, AVAX One. You guys, we talked about this many times. Anthony Scaramucci, backer of AVAX One, onboarding so many people to the platform. So in my opinion, nothing has changed. We just got to continue, like I said, to play the course, double down on positions that are winners, and even sometimes ones that are losers. Like I said, there's a stock out there right now that I've been buying. It's been getting creamed, but I think we all know that Nike's not going anywhere anytime soon. So they got a new CEO. Give it a couple months to see if they can make a turnaround. So you can't just give up on a project because it went down on you the first week that you bought. Like I said, guys, you bought something, it went down. Good. It's supposed to go down. Nobody has an edge in the market, especially anybody that's following my channel. The markets are the markets. I think too many people are just trying to time it. They're trying to get the perfect entry, and they end up getting flooded out of their own bags. And then when the markets move back up, they're pissed off, or they just think that everything's a scam. No, you just got cold feet and you wussed out and you took the L. Like I said, you have to stay stoic with a long-term perspective in this game. Crypto is not for the faint-hearted. You gotta roll up your sleeves. So, like I said, again, I recommend you guys play the course and double down on positions that you think are going to be winners. Let's cover some crypto real quick, and I do want to talk about, BenuX, guys. Today we hit some pretty good trades. We were trading oil. So, oil is, I think, under the ticker CLU. Look, I think every time oil starts hitting that 115, 116 area, there's manipulation that goes on to get the prices down. Took the short, ended up getting a nice 30 to 40% trade on there. If you guys want to, see proof, you guys can tap into the Discord. We can obviously always show the receipts there, but we hit some pretty nice trades with AVAX, hit some nice ones with oil. So that was really great to have that. But, look, everybody and their mama, has trading Discords. Everybody's doing big things. Like I said, look, we stay pretty level headed here. We try to keep everything up to date with what's happening. So if you guys want links to that, they'll be below. Remember, guys, I'm with the KGU or plebs. It doesn't matter. It's all the same thing. We're here to help people. We're here to help people understand, the long-term perspective of all this. So, hope you guys take me up on that offer. Okay. All right. So Bitcoin had that bounce right here at 67,700. Right now we're sitting at 69,250. All right. Levels of watch is going to be at 70,000 mark. We get a confirmed ceasefire. In my opinion, I think we'll be blasting up to 75,000, maybe 78,000. Let's see. Again, if it's all BS, we'll probably come back down here, guys, and come sweep up this 65,000, 64,000. So if you are scared or if you feel like you're over allocated, guys, I recommend putting stop losses. Again, I'm here for the long term, so even right now, I'm probably going to hop off and probably do a couple of buy alerts. So I'm not running from this. I think right now the price of altcoins, guys, they're at discounts. I let everybody kind of say what they want to say on Facebook and all these other platforms, guys. But I think that we're at this point to where, like, look, how much more stuff needs to happen before you are convinced as an investor that the bottom is in? Like I said, we've gone through a lot of stuff in these last few months. Everybody's saying we're going to 20K, 30K, 40K. Hasn't happened yet. But by the time you get convinced that the markets have bottomed, it will be too late. So I implore you guys to please make haste, sit down, roll up the sleeves, look at the charts, and start to piece out what is next for yourself. So right now I'm going to watch this current level that we bounced up from, which was 67,700, 800. Watch that level and see what happens. Let's cover XRP real quick. I know a lot of you XRP fanatics have been tapped out mentally because XRP is not at 10 bucks, guys. But look, play the course. Remember DCA, stay locked in, and things will eventually turn around. So we got some bull divs that happened a couple days ago on Sunday, but then we hit that situation that, with that major bombing that Trump threatened with, and it kind of set everything back. So we are sitting at this kind of crucial level where, Bitcoin starts to take a crap. Then obviously, XRP is going to go down as well. So again, everything's still the same, guys. Bitcoin goes down. The 120 to 110 zone is going to be areas that you need to scoop up. Like I said, even right now, we're in a good zone. You could be accumulating now, even down here at the 127, 125. Those are good areas to pick up on, okay? We're out of this range that we were over here. We've been kind of like setting all the way up from February to where we were in here in April, and we've been just in this range. We dipped below it a couple times, but we broke below it right here in the beginning of April. So I think if we can get back up here in this trading range, we'll be good. Start setting ourselves up for that, 190 to maybe 185 during summertime. If we get a real bullish, Q3, Q4, maybe we can come back up here to that 250. So I think people really don't understand how fast crypto can move up. We did a 7x in 2024, so I think crypto can move up 100% in a few weeks to a month. Okay, so don't lose sight in all this, guys. I think that, like I said, people will get too bummed out about all this, and it's gonna work out in the end though. Avalanche is sitting at 876. Nice bounce up between this level at 845. Still down a lot, guys. We were sitting over here at 963 just yesterday, so AVAX has been pummeled. I know a lot of people are just still, in disbelief, but look, we're seeing some bull divs form over here on the 45-minute time frame, but we got to be patient. Like I said, I think that a lot of times people are just impatient. I think that in the next coming weeks or so, guys, if we can get this stuff to chill out, we will see, a $13 to $15 avalanche by summertime. But let's see what's up. Again, guys, I'm not a financial advisor. I don't have a crystal ball, but this is what I'm assuming, and this is what I'm planning accordingly to. So let's see what happens. Stay tapped in. Let's pray for peace, guys, and let's see where this takes us in the end, okay? Y'all stay blessed. Laters.